Y'all's jaw is about to drop. You guys are not going to believe the way that MSNBC spent the entire day yesterday covering the anti-ICE assassin who has killed shot three people, killed one of them in an ICE facility. It turns out that the leftist rhetoric and writing on the cartridges with leftist rhetoric and ideology is a problem and fault of the right. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with this one, guys. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to send these leftists packing and take our country back and leave it better than you found it for the next generation. This is the place to be. All right, people, let's dive right in. I have got to hold my nose and dive into some MSDNC, but I'll love you guys, so I'll do it. You can follow me if you want to at Braden LOA on X. Let's dive right into it. Guys, I have told you for the past 2 weeks that the left is becoming increasingly desperate. That's been something that I have said. You can let me know in the comments if you remember me saying it. If you're one of the new joiners, I've been saying that we are winning for about 4 years now. It's only accelerating, and they're getting more and more desperate. I even told you that a caged animal is the most dangerous kind of animal. Injured, wounded, whatever. If it's in a corner. They're lashing out because they're running out of the ability of goodwill of the population. That's why you see it across the board. You see it with the young generation, they're leaving the Dems. You see the minority population, they're leaving the Dems. Everybody and their brother, sister, mother is leaving the Dems except liberal white women. That is their mainstay now, which checks out from all the X posts and all the YouTube and Twitter and all the stuff you see. But I'm not the only one saying it. Listen to this. This is from Tim Pool. Listen to what he said. Again, guys, you are winning. Proof positive is that they're becoming more desperate because they know you are winning. All right, keep it going. Throttle to the floor. Let's get it. Take it, Tim.
This is absolutely insane. Following the only 2 weeks out from the assassination of Charlie Kirk, we have had now, I think this is the third terror attack in 3 weeks. We had the shooting on the ABC station. This man had writings saying he was targeting the DOJ. We had numerous threats sent to ABC affiliates. Of course, the assassination of Charlie Kirk himself. And now this attack on an ICE facility just a couple of months ago. We had, I believe, 2 other ambushes on law enforcement in the Texas area. I think it's safe to say with even the Atlantic reporting left-wing terrorism is on the rise, we are dealing with an acute and very serious problem. And I can't say that I'm surprised because this is the cycle that we deal with. This is what happens every summer. There's an escalation. Now, my initial analyses before we get into all the breaking news, and I'll play these videos for you, is that the left is becoming increasingly desperate.
He's exactly right. Come here. Guys, you have put the left in a position of desperation because they are losing voters. They are losing supporters. They are losing social capital in our population because they're just being viewed as unhinged. That's the entire point. I just did a short this morning where New Jersey's governorship is a dead heat. Statistically, that is already a massive victory and a massive loss for the left. That should be dramatic wipeout for the left. This is in New Jersey. Yeah. And now, guys, before I get into the rest of the increasingly desperate stuff that I'm going to show you on MSNBC, I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, Ammo Squared. Guys, a lot of you are taking your security into concern a lot more recently, and one of those things is the financial aspect. And there's an Instagram account linked from Ammo Squared in the description box below. Think of this as a 401k for your Freedom Seed prescription. It stores it for you. You get it whenever you want. You can check it all out, the ins and outs. They've been in business for 15 years. This is a truly innovative solution and storage for your Freedom Seeds. Again, you put some Freedom Seeds away, inch by inch, bit by bit, and before you know it, you have a whole collection in nice little increments of 50 for your consumption. There's a link in the description box for the Instagram. Check them out, and thank you to them for making this possible. Let's get back to the crazy, people. Okay, I showed you how they're becoming increasingly desperate. I would classify saying the far left phrase of anti-ICE on a cartridge that was shooting into an ICE facility would be considered pretty far left, pretty concrete evidence. Well, MSDNC is here to tell you why you're wrong and it's actually the righties' fault. Watch this. God, these people are not serious people.
Inspired? Are you worried about copycats?
Yes. I don't know if the rooftop trend is going to be a thing. I mean, it could just be coincidental that the best vantage point just happen to be elevated positions in this case. But people emulating this kind of attack is certainly a concern. The irony with the writing, the first time we really saw that was Brenton Tarrant in the Christchurch shooting in a mosque in New Zealand, and he was a fierce, white supremacist and neo-Nazi, and wrote all over his weapon and his rounds very hateful information. So to see this coming from, potentially the other side of the political spectrum is a little strange, because it is not something, if you are trying to, carry out some kind of message countering, more extreme right-wing stuff. I don't know why you would, use a tactic that a famous white supremacist who has been revered and copycatted over the years by other white supremacists, why you would do that. But it does appear that people are moving in that direction because,
this has been a trend. Come here again. Sorry, I got one more clip after this. This is a trend that you're seeing with all the shootings that have happened in the past 9-12 months. All of the firearms and cartridges have etchings on them. This is not just a one-off thing that lefties are deciding to emulate some far-right Nazi supremacist in some Rubik's Cube of how can I get this to be the right's fault from MSNBC. They literally are consistently doing this. You just saw one in Minnesota with the church? Yeah, all over it. Every single weapon, every single magazine, all sorts of horrible trash. You just saw it on the bullets here. You saw it on the bullets that killed Charlie Kirk. For the love of God, by all means, bend over backwards, straight up exorcist style, walk down the stairs to make sure it's a righty, because dear God, we can't have this be on the left, even though their insanity-laden rhetoric is bringing us to this point. But don't worry, I got more for you. MSNBC could not be undone or outdone by themselves, because holy Lord, guys, this one's gonna blow your mind. Let me show you how it's an AR-15, even though it's not an AR-15. You just watch. Again, it's all manipulation. Let's go.
But I wonder, how does law enforcement contend with what the FBI showed, what Kash Patel tweeted, this idea or this evidence that he says shows that the bullet casings contained anti-ICE messaging, but the people who were shot and killed were detainees?
Yeah, I think what will...
I can't help it. Because the moron missed. This is not difficult. Why is this hard? Oh my God, this leftist angle of, well, he's not leftist and angled and he wasn't a true believer in the bad ICE because he didn't shoot ICE agents, he shot detainees. In a tinted out window van, which he fired indiscriminately into said van in order to attack an ICE facility. And your big takeaway here is, well, he can't be to the left. He hit the detainees while he was shooting them from a rooftop. That's the best y'all got. Okay, let's continue. I can't wait to show you how it's an AR-15's fault, even though there wasn't one in the vicinity.
Likely find is he intended to hit the ICE officers, but as his brother alluded to, he was not a trained marksman. He was using a AR-15 style platform that had the ability to be accurate. He was just not accurate. So,
no, he was not. He used a Mauser. Guess who on the internet here yesterday afternoon, the second that the bullets dropped in the pictures that Kash Patel put out there, the second that happened, our audience knew it was a Mauser. It took us, I was doing it live, it took us about 6 minutes to figure it out. The audience sleuthed through on the case. Don't worry, the FBI guy thinks it's an AR-15. It is painfully bad. Oh my God. But, guys, I'll be honest with you. We all know that it's going to be painfully bad because the desperation is increasing. They just have to lie to you at this point. The stupid just has to be turned up even louder because they're losing and they know it. But that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My name is Braden. I'll see you on the next one. Later.